Hey there guys, it is the Triumph HD, bringing you episode number 1, 2, 3, 3. What comes after 3? 4. Yeah, I just completely just took that from Little Man. If you've seen that movie, it's a movie where they like steal a diamond, and then he puts it in a purse because the cops are after him, and then he has to go back and try to get it from the purse. Just a short recap there. And yeah, he came and counted 4 when he was doing his push-ups at the beginning, or pull-ups, whatever it was, I forgot. But yeah, whatever. Anyways, today is Not So Triumph, episode number 4. So let's get straight into the story, I guess. In the background, you're just going to be seeing some gameplay. I'm pretty sure it's a 44 gun streak, if I'm posting this one. A 44 gun streak. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's nothing too special, but something in the background and long enough to tell you a good story here. So let's get into it. Okay, so as a kid, when I was like, well, all my life, I was at a daycare when I was a little kid. My mom is a only parent throughout my whole life. I'm 17 almost now, and my oldest brother is 23. He actually had his birthday this month, and she's raised us all solo. So that's props to her, my oldest brother, and my middle brother. So she did good, but she had to pay the bills. So I was always in the daycare, which kind of blows.
Oh my god.
Deep throated that shit. It was terrible. But, it had to be done. So I went to daycare probably when I was like 2, not even 1. And, well, that's just when she was in work. And I would go home like 5. But besides the point, around how the daycare worked, it was like, the babies, which would be like 1 to 3, I think. 1 to 3, they were like in like the back area of like the whole daycare. And they were like in different separated, obviously, from like the older kids. And that was like just daycare, I don't know, babies, whatever. And then there was like 4 and 5-year-olds, and they were in like the little kids group. And then there was the actual elementary school kids. And this story right here takes place when I was in the 4 and 5-year-olds. That's what I think it was just called, 4 and 5-year-olds. I don't even think they had a real name, not even little kids, whatever. But that's what it was. And it was kind of like preschool. Before, like, when I was 4, it was like preschool because I wasn't in school yet. But it was like preschool. But me personally, I would be calling it preschool because, like, what did I learn? How to draw? I mean, not even draw. Color inside the lines, which I don't do anyway. Anybody knows it's cooler to draw outside. But anyways, yeah. So that not like we did anything that was based on work, but that's basically what it was supposed to be. And this story takes place one time when we were like cutting out snowflakes or something like that. I think it was Christmas time almost. But I don't remember that much because, I was 4 years old, I think. But I have like a little shady memory, and I'm just going to try to tell you guys here. So, let's go. I know I've been beating around the bush, but let's just get straight to it now. I just didn't want it to be such a short commentary. I just wanted to explain it nice and good, so I'm going to keep on going with that. Okay. So there was obviously some girls, and like it was boys and girls, so 4 and 5-year-olds. But anyways, we were doing some making some snowflakes. So I remember the teacher told us to go get our handy dandy safety scissors. So I went to go to the area where they were keeping all the bin with all the safety scissors. Keep you safe, kids. And I went to go grab my pair of scissors. And then there was this other person, and I don't even remember her name. I'm pretty sure she just disappeared from this world, fell off the edge of the world. Like the pancake that everybody thought was real back in the old days. And that the world wasn't circle, which is, I don't know why I'm getting to this, but you know what I'm saying. She just fell off the edge of the world. She probably killed herself, because I went off on the bitch. But, anyways, she went to go grab scissors too. So, I grabbed my scissors, and I turn around. She's right there. She just already got hers. And I don't remember so much of why she did it, or exactly what happened. All I remember is she aimed up and she just cut my eyelid open. My eyelid just, she cut my eyelid open, and I was gushing blood everywhere. And I remember I was like crying, of course. I'm a little kid, everything hurt, Poke. Ah! Ooh. Yeah, it was like that. So anyways, That was probably the weirdest noise. I see how loud that just showed up on my recording program for this, and I think that's probably gonna be really loud. I'm sorry about that, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I was gushing blood. So a staff came running over. It's like, oh my god, oh my god. There's like two or three staff. Like one of them stays with the kid, and you know, scowling. I'm like, you're a terrible kid. I'm gonna beat you with a paddle. Just kidding. This is the 2000 year, 21st century. That shit's done. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to swear. Even though I've done it like 50 times, this commentary, but whatever. The story gets me mad a little. Alright. So they pulled me, they running me out of the room towards like the kitchen area, because they were going to try to clean me all up in the bathroom and everything with the paper towels, whatever they had to do, because I was like bleeding a lot, and they're going to help me real quick. I was like high priority. And, you know, they gave me cleaned up a little bit, and, you know, after they had it, just had like an ice pack or something. I don't even remember what it was. Probably just a napkin. And I was just holding it there. And, you know, while they're scowling at her and, like, taking her pants off and beating her butt because she's, like, a horrible person because she just cut my eyelid open because she's a crazy psycho, you know, they just got done that. Made her, like, be like, oh, damn, I was wrong. Well, yeah, you were wrong. No need to cut my eyelid open.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah. So, they made her come and say thank you. So, I remember I'm sitting there in the kitchen area because I was just pissed at that point. I mean, it hurt, but more I was mad. I was a pretty bad kid. Yeah. But I remember she came out there, and she was coming over to me to say sorry. And, you know, I'm looking at her, like, giving the evil. I was like, oh, I'm about to Chris Brown. No, Chris Brown, what the heck? I'm about to Chris Brown this bitch. I'm about to beat this bitch's ass. She pulled up over to me, and then she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, what? I don't give up. Beep, beep. I was just swearing at her, just going crazy. I just remember I was swearing so much. As a 5-year-old, I don't think I've ever swore like that. But I was going off. There's just off. I was like, you little skank ass bitch. Oh, I was going ham on her. And you know, I was just saying everything that I ever heard in my life. You know, anything I ever heard. You know, I got some older brothers, like I said. My oldest brother's like 6 years older than me. Middle one's 3 years. So they got some age, you know. At the time, my oldest brother was like 10, 11, something. You know, he knew his words. So, you know, I heard it around, and, you know, and the world we live in this time, we know what porn is and shit at the age of like 10. So, what do you expect? So, yeah, I went off on her. And, you know, I guess that's the not so triumph today. Girl caught my eyelid like a crazy psycho, put her in her place. Not so triumph, episode 4. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. See you tomorrow for my next video. I don't even know what it is, just some random video. Waste my time, but alright. Have a good night.